Alo, sư phụ ơi, có nghe đại đại nói gì không? Đồ, mẹ kiểu này nghi lắm. Đi, 'Mùi này là full rồi đúng rồi, kiểu gì cũng full mà. À ngon, Việt Đức luôn đấy. Đi mẹ, đi. 120 lượt hai thằng. Có đâu mà 50 lượt. Mất sư nó 80 lượt rồi. Lại tiếp đấy. Đi mẹ. Alvarez á. Ôi. Đấy. Con cần ra hay không ra? Con này ra zoom nữa ngon. Đi. Hỏng rồi. Đen rồi, đen rồi, đen rồi. Ba con nhưng con cần có đâu. Vậy luôn. Duran. Được ba con rồi, còn mỗi room thôi. Đây rồi. Thế là cũng hên. Ờ, 140 lượt. 100 140 lượt được 4 con. Vẫn còn 10k coi nữa. Ngon rồi, ngon rồi. Alvarez này cũng ngon này. Tí nữa biết. Alvarez là ngon nhỉ. Con này ad poster gì ấy nhỉ? Finishing à? Sẽ một zoom 108 rồi mà. Đây á, con điểm nào ngon không? Xem sorting, control, power. Finish control. Mấy cái thằng này nè. DA này không cần lắm. Mã tấu Asset Booster gì ấy? Xem con Birmingham của mình. Đi nhỉ? Đó, Linh. 107. Bộ chữ Capello xem nào. Ừ. Huấn luyện viên mới ngon.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
No luck with that dink over the top. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And the pass is intercepted.
Seedorf.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
There've been a couple, Jim, haven't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop of fullbacks who played as a withdrawn winger.
And he's had some wow moments along the way.
He excels.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Bellingham. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative.
Rummenigge. And it's Bellingham. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. That is ended up in no man's land. Bellingham.
Quarter of an hour played.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Yaya Toure
Has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Bellingham. That's very neat.
Seedorf.
Seedorf going face-to-face with his great rival.
Cruyff.
Can he get on the end of this? And that's put paid to a promising move. Rummenigge. And it's Cruyff. And Cruyff! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's had a hit. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Bellingham.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Mateus. Vieira. Now it's Pelé.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Messi. Cafu. And here's Suarez. Cafu. Swept in. And he's taking no chances there. Now it's Pelé. It's played through for him. Bellingham. And he's managed to get free. Bullet! Now, who's going to be first to this? Nicely aimed pass. Pass somewhat off target. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Out towards the flank. Luis Suarez. And it's Cruyff. Looking for options for movement. And here's Cruyff.
Over to the left. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos made a surge from fullback, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Hullet. Rummenigge. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Good read, needed to be.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his team...
And we hit half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break. So, off we go once more. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Messi, and he's been shifted off it.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Cruyff quietly revving up. Pinches it off him. Seedorf. Ambitious ball here. Brilliantly cut out. Mateus. Seedorf does well to get it back. And it's Hullet. He's in a great position here. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Varane did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Toulouse have a free kick. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Número 20, número 6,
Roberto Carlos.
Entran número 15, número 17.
Roberto Carlos proves just a little bit too strong.
Número 14.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Messi looking to play it into the box. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Bale gets into a good position. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Rummenigge. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Mateus. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's a fine interception. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Yaya Toure. It's a promising position. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Bale. Good ball, good take. Pumas perhaps contemplating their next change here. And here's Bale. Good take, and is he in?
Has a look and plays it forward. Cafu is always looking to play quality balls.
Toulouse clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Cafu. Now it's Luis Suarez. Seedorf takes control of it and he's on the move. Cruyff running with the ball. And the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 8.
We have got changes here from
Entrará
both
al
sides, in
campo
fact.
Número 18. Se está realizando un cambio.
And here's Suarez. Bellingham. He's having a go. It's loose. Oh, what has happened here? And he shoots! Gives it back. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Pato. Nicely weighted ball. Big chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, yes, it's there! And surely that has won the day! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Chance, surely! He scored! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! And that will surely go down as... And that will be the final act. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Bale taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love them.
He's having a go!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Pele is offering a right smile there.
Toulouse are looking to go forward now. Maldini with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Rummenigge. And here's Hullet. Hullet. Decent chance!
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Pele.
Oh, that is...
Can he finish? And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Always onto this. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance! They score! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Toulouse are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Rummenigge! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Pumas are very much in charge here, dominating possession, and a goal to the good. And this is Pele! Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. Schmeichel, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Mateus. Toulouse trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Messi, very much a man of this moment. And here's Suarez. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Driving forward. And it's Vieira. Suarez does really well to win the ball there. Cruyff. And Mateus just eases him off the ball. Now it's Pele. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rummenigge. And that's clear-cut, it's a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. And it's Roberto Carlos. That's a good run down the left. Hullet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bellingham, he is through here. Cruyff deals with that comfortably. Rummenigge. That pass has been well intercepted. Seedorf. Mateus. Can he spark a counter here? Tries to play it through. Oh, well measured. Now it's Luis Suarez. Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. Now who's going to be first to this? That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Now there's a fine... And Hullet! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Pele gets his final warning. Well, there's a quick free kick. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Bellingham tries to pass it through. Rummenigge, he's got away. Goes for a shot! Rummenigge, that is just brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
Pumas, fine. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Now, power or placement? And that's a poor penalty.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Pumas will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. So we're just settling back into this second half. And here's Suarez. Maldini has got himself a free kick. Maldini is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. And it's Hullet. Rummenigge. That's the keeper's ball. Mateus. Now it's Luis Suarez. Looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Cafu made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. No, not quite on the same wavelength. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that. And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Pumas are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Could move up a gear here. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Pull it. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Shot at goal! Well, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 6, número 20, número 10, número 8,
Well read.
número 7.
The danger is averted.
Entran número 17.
And now a sudden chance to
número
counter.
19, Messi. Número 18.
Mateus.
Número 14.
Well, facing up to his
Número
adversary,
15.
this is
Se
a
está
formidable
realizando un
matchup.
cambio.
Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Messi. Messi takes control of it and he's on the move. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, but it had to be. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Mateus.
And it's Bellingham.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Still! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Pumazunam certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Mateus.
And it's Bale. Bale driving forwards. It's a pretty loose pass. Neymar. That's good running with the ball. It's Neymar! Oh, denied at the last.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Toure did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Just the goalkeeper to shoot! It's in! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Toulouse playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. Mateus. Now it's Messi. Just 5 minutes left. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. That's been slipped through. Oh, that was vital.
Bale really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he's intervened well there. Maldini. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Pumas, just a thrill to witness here. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Now it's Mbappe. And here's Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Neymar. Bellingham. Played out to the left flank.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Pedri thinks about the shot. And he's straight offside. Van Nistelrooy was looking wide. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's picked his way through. That is good. Shot a goal! Goal! Barcelona! There is the breakthrough. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Kiel finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Pedri. And it's Neymar. Bellingham. That has been slung wide. Great vision. He's in plenty of space here. He's found a way through. Played in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Bellingham.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bellingham. And the counter is on. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Neither of these two want to come off second best. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Bellingham. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Neymar. That's a delicate pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's a fine interception. Van Nistelrooy. And it's Pedri. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, that's fabulous. Good read, needed to be.
Neymar really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Over to the left. Now it's Neymar. He's got away. And this is Messi. Messi! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Kiel have the chance to go the other way. Now it's De Jong. Neymar. Bale.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And this is Van Nistelrooy. That's a good ball. Neymar. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see it. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much, and the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. Hazard is being told in no uncertain...
Goes for a shot! There it is! And the game springs instantly to life.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
Bale, oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Seedorf. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. This looks promising. He's shifting through the gears here. He's being urged to shoot. And it's corner. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Varane tries to clear. He'll have the chance to go the other way. And the pass is intercepted. Oyarzabal. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bale. That has been cut short. Heel leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Oh, super find. That's a great chance! Loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's pulled back. Alonso! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Bellingham. And Van Bronckhorst. Now it's Bale. Nice control. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's hoisted clear. Hazard.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's picked his way through. Araujo. Bellingham. Belletti.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well timed, excellent interception.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. And it's Bale. Seedorf. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Real chance here. Oh, shooting chance!
Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Rafael Varane. And it's Belletti. And Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Camavinga. Crosses it in. Oh, smashing header. It's in.
They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Barcelona grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all...
It's Bale! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Xavi Alonso getting this one clear. Seedorf going face-to-face with his great rival.
And this is Bale. Can he finish? He scored! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Neymar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. That's a sharp pass.
Habrá 2
Cruyff.
minutos de descuento.
Xavi Alonso. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's being shifted off it. And it's Cruyff. And there's the end of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Kiel head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1.
Bale! He scores! And this is getting better and better.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Kiel take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
He is through here.
A lot of space ahead of him. Well, that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. That pass has been well intercepted. Knocks it into space. Van Bronckhorst. Seedorf. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Alexander-Arnold did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party.
Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Oh, perfectly measured that.
Oh, what a mistake! And he's running through. Shot at goal! Goal!
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. It's not an especially good pass, that. Tries to pass it through. Great ball if he can get there.
Decent chance! Oh, taken with style. They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
You don't keep those outs. Shoots!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nice looking ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, what about it? Heel are hurt by just about the final punch. Just eases him off the ball. Not Solot. Now he's got space here. Varane deals with that comfortably. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Pass somewhat off target. Xabi Alonso. Oyarzabal has it out wide and in space.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Mbappe. And it's Neymar. Kiel have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
That has not gone well.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And here's Mbappe. He's in a good position here. Tries to get it clear. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Neymar. Bale. He's got away. Great ball, and he's in here. It's Neymar!
Neymar made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
It's their second corner of the game. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. The referee's awarded a free kick. Not the most accurate pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
And here's Mbappe. Al Kubasi does really well there. He is strong. And it's Bellingham.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Referee has just said play on. Neymar. Threads one in. Now it's Hazard. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now this could be a chance. And he's tries a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And with that, the hat-trick is... And there goes the final whistle. Kiel are beaten, and they are out. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference?
Chance for a shot!
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cleared away. Threads one in. Now it's Mbappe. Barcelona have a free kick. Great vision. No, he's just misjudged that one. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Seedorf. Seedorf will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's got away. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Tries to play it through. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Seedorf is the guilty party there. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And it's Azar. Aimed beyond the defence. Bernal gets into a good position. And he's certainly onside here. First quarter of an hour gone. Davids. This is promising. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Belletti. Neymar. Bernal.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Pedri. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pass somewhat off target. Bernal. Eric Garcia. Tries from a long way out. That's rather hopeful. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
Big chance! One-all chance, surely! It's loose now and they want to get it back. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Rivaldo, he's having a go! A real chance and a real let-off.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Belletti. Now he's off and running. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Bale, and this is Bale.
Goes for a shot!
Danger averted for now. Rafael Varane. And it's Neymar. And here's Bale. Oh, nice touch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He has found a way through. Oh, sweet feet. He slings it in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
De Jong. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Lyon have reclaimed it. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Seedorf. And here's Bale. Can he get it through? And he shoots! He's delivered all right!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. Decent chance! Ooh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Some first-half thoughts?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Lyon have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See...
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Rivaldo! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
De Jong. And it's Belletti. Araujo. Van Bronckhorst. Rafael Varane is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Davids. And it's Pedri. And that'll do under the circumstances. And this is Bale. He's away. And the shot! He's got a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Lyon are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Neymar. Araujo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mbappe producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Back into the middle, shot could be on. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gets into some space. Cross in. It's a goal kick. Stood up well to him there. Played out to the left flank. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Oh, that's neat. Oh, super ball. Nice control. Now it's Rashford. Neymar.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, perfectly measured that. Great chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Davids can get it clear. And here's Bellingham. That's good play. And he's chosen to go back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's the chance to counter. Well, that has not gone well. And that's put paid to a promising move. In with the challenge. Messi. And here's Rashford. Looking tidy in possession here. Real chance here. And the shot! Bellingham. Quality ball. Neymar. Oh, that's delightful. That's very neat. And it's Bellingham. This is good pressing. They're not short on bodies. Messi defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Araujo spots it and intercepts.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Rivaldo takes the shot, and that's off target. Keogh clearly now in lead preservation mode. Rafael Varane, Van Bronckhorst, Neymar, Gavi.
Habrá 2 minutos
For
de
Ferran
descuento.
Torres. And it's Gavi. Delicate ball, and it needs... Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Barcelona give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And that will be it. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a...